Hello, friends, and welcome to another cozy vlog on my YouTube channel. My name is Lizzie, and today we're going to be doing a whole bunch of spring hobbies and activities. And if you are not new to my channel and you are used to seeing my journal vlogs, don't worry because there is plenty of journaling in this vlog too. It's just more spring based, which is my second favorite season, second to autumn. So we're going to be doing lots of things like journaling, pen paling, baking, gardening, candle making, and other things. So there's plenty of fun things and activities to give you some creative inspiration. And yeah, if you enjoy, make sure to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this new vlog. So I have a very exciting thing that has just arrived. I got my first hobanochi. Would help if I knew how to say it. Basically, if you've been watching my channel for a while, then you will know that I have been using a traveler's notebook for like 2 years now, and I honestly have loved it. I don't really have any complaints other than it doesn't have like the monthly spread. But yeah, I use it every day, every week. If I didn't have this, I don't know how I would even function throughout my life. So I basically got jealous of everyone's hobanochis, and I decided to try one out. I tried to put it off for like a while because as I'm opening this, it is the middle of March, so it's not like the start of the year or anything. I figured I would just do it. So I had a voucher for Amazon, so I was like, I may as well use it, and I saw this really cute one. And the cover is so cute. It's got all these little birds, and it's even got like little cats on it as well, which I thought was really cute. So I just wanted to kind of try it out and see if it's something that I like, if it's something that I can use. And I really like how it has all the moon phases on it as well. And obviously I'm excited to try out the monthly spreads. And something else I like about this, oh my god, it comes with a little sticker thing. That's adorable. And it has a ton of note pages, which I just thought was really fun. So I'm going to try and find ways to track some certain habits, maybe exercise, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to do a whole setup video on this so you will be able to see, and hopefully by the end of the year I will be able to decide whether I'm going to stick with this or if I'm going to go back to the traveler's notebook. But I wanted to just try something a little bit different for the rest of the year. So yeah, let me know if you have one of these already and how you use your note pages, because I would love to have some ideas on how to make the most of them. we're going to be doing a little cute journal spread to document my little baking sesh, because I like to add any really cute little bakes I do into my journal, because baking isn't something I tend to do too often. It's kind of more of a seasonal activity for me, so the time that I usually bake the most is in spring around Easter time, because I like to use all the Easter chocolates in the shops to decorate my cakes. So I'm just going to be adding a Polaroid picture of my cake, and then I'm decorating just one side of my journal spread this time. So because I don't have a ton obviously to write about for this spread, there's only so much things you can say about a cake. So I am sticking to one of the single sides of my journal spread, and I'm just basically decorating around the main focus of the spread, which is the cake, of course. And I found this really cute like vintage cake recipe for the paper, so that was a really good heading to have on the top. And if I can, I will try and match my paper to the spread, because I just think it's a cute little addition. Obviously it's not something I can do very often, but when I can, I will give it a go. I am also getting a new photo printer soon, so I'm very excited to try that one out. I'm getting it for my birthday because I didn't really know what to get for my birthday, and then I decided I wanted to get something that I could use in my journaling and it would just improve my memory keeping. So the camera that I am going to be getting, which you will see I'm sure in my next journal vlog kind of situation, similar to the Instax printer, but it's also a camera as well, and it's also I think Kodak, so it's not going to be an Instax one, but I have decided to go with the same sized pictures rather than like the square Polaroids, because I feel like if they're the square ones, it's just going to be really hard to fit multiple of them into my journal just because of the shape of them. Whereas because my journal is obviously quite vertical already, I feel like this format of picture works really well and I can fit more than one into a spread. So I just went with lots of really cute pink decor, and I also use these letter stickers to just add the title baking, and I just think all the little details go so nicely together. It's a very like delicate, cute spring spread, and it would just be nice to look back on and remember that I once did make this really cute cake. It did actually taste nice too, which, you know, is a bonus for me. As I said, baking is not my strong point, but it's just really fun to do, and it's nice to kind of have something that you've made and you get to enjoy the benefits when it is finally created. So I totally understand why people are like such avid bakers and why they enjoy doing it so much, but for me it's just more of a activity I do once in a while. I'm also using this like mustardy gel pen to do the writing, because I just wanted it to be quite a soft colour to match the really nice pinks in the spread as well. Let me know if you document your baked goods in your journal. I will happily document anything, no matter how big or small, in my journal. If it's important to me, then I feel like it's definitely worth getting down. here are my finished candles. I also added some like little labels to them, and they are so cute. So we have cozy journaling, so I'll be using this one when I journal at my desk. And it says, journaling all my problems away. And then I also made a fantasy one as well, which I can have when I'm reading. And this one says, dreaming of being somewhere magical. I actually had so much fun making these. They are not perfect, like there's a lot of things that I did wrong along the way, so I definitely want to give it another go because they are very cute. So yeah, if this is something you want to see me make more of in the future, definitely let me know in the comments, or even if you think this is something I should maybe sell in the future as well. But yeah, they're really cute. My little babies. So we are going to be creating a reading journal spread, and I have so much to say about this book because, as I previously mentioned, it is my favourite read of 2025. I had so much fun reading it. I kind of just read it on a whim because it was a new release and I knew that a lot of people would be talking about it, and some of the podcasts that I listen to would be delving into it in the future. So that is kind of the main reason why I read this book in the first place. And then basically as soon as I'd read it, I went down a massive Ali Hazelwood rabbit hole and I read a bunch of her other books, and I have some more on my list that I would also like to read, but Deep End is still up there out of my favourite books from her. So the premise of the story is you follow a diver and a swimmer, and they're at university, and they basically start seeing each other, I guess, as a friends with benefits kind of situation. And it's also a bit strange because her best friend, it's her ex-boyfriend, so that's all a bit weird, but it kind of makes sense as it goes along. I will say as well, Penelope, her best friend, drove me insane in this book. She was kind of just like really annoying, and I totally get why she was there. It's kind of to do with the plot and everything and what have you, but yeah, she really drove me insane at certain times throughout the book, but that's the only thing that kind of annoyed me. I will say there are some trigger warnings in the book, so it gives you all of the warnings at the start if you want to read through those. And it is also a very spicy book as well. That is not the reason why I liked it. And on the internet, there's kind of like a split thoughts on this book. So people tend to either really love this book or they tend to really hate this book. And I think the spice is a lot of the reason behind that. But for me, I enjoyed the spice, but that is not the reason why I love this book so much. I feel like if that wasn't a part of it, it would still be my favourite read of the year so far. I will say so far because we are only in March, but the reason why I love this book so much, I guess, is, hold that thought, because we have a little Ralph interruption here and he was just, blasting the camera with something nobody wants to see. So I have blurred that out, but this is usually what happens. Whenever I'm journaling, he will come and just sit on whatever I'm doing, want some attention. So he usually comes to say hello and then he'll head off again and go back to whatever he was doing. But back to the reason why I love this book so much is because the main character, Scarlett, I just really related to her a lot because she has quite a lot of trauma from her past. She had a very tricky relationship with her dad, which now essentially causes her a whole ton of anxiety, and she finds life very unpredictable and she likes to be in control, and when she's not, it gives her a lot of anxiety. And yeah, I kind of just related with that a lot. I kind of had a similar situation in the past, and it causes me to have a lot of anxiety just generally in life with the unknown, not knowing what is going to come next. So it was just really nice to read about that from somebody else who'd kind of been in a similar situation. So I guess for me personally, that is why I love this book so much. But other people found certain parts of this book very triggering to them because of their own experiences in life. So I guess that is just kind of the beauty with books, is it can be a completely different experience just depending on what you've experienced in your life. So yeah, I think it's okay that everyone has completely different opinions on books, and I think sometimes people just need to understand that and just let people have the opinions on books that they have. It's fine. We don't all have to like the same book. We don't all have to love the same book. It just is what it is. So thinking more about the romance of this book, the slow burn was really nice. I really enjoyed seeing Scarlett and Lucas kind of just progress throughout their relationship. They were both quite awkward at times, so it's nice seeing them kind of grow in confidence. And Lucas is quite a blunt character in the book, which I thought was quite funny. And yeah, I really enjoyed this so much that like 2 weeks later, I also listened to the audiobook whilst I was driving to and from work. So that was really fun. And the audiobook was really good as well. I actually really enjoyed it. And I find Ali Hazelwood quite a funny writer. She says some things that are quite funny in her writing that makes me laugh. So for the spread, I went with obviously a diving-ish theme, and it's set at Stanford, so that's why I wanted to add the flag. And I added some quotes from the book that really resonated with me, which is, "I'm afraid of the unpredictability of existing," which is something I definitely agree with. And it says, "No matter how much I plan, I won't be able to avoid hurtful and sad things," and that's what I always worry about. So yes, this book just really resonated me because of Scarlett, but I would really love to hear your thoughts on whether you are somebody that really liked this book or really hated this book.